Hey queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanna Renee Graham and welcome. If this is your first time here, for all of you who have recently subscribed, thank you so much for joining the Graham fam. I greatly appreciate it, queen. For those of you just stopping by, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So for today's video, we are talking all about this palette. There's no long spiel. Everybody knows Jeffree he launches product, people become obsessed with it, it gets sold out. It's very hard to get your hands on his product sometimes because of how hyped up it really is. Also, I'm going to be giving a box of goodies away each month. The giveaway is pretty much going all month long. All you have to do is be active on my social media. If you want to be active on my Instagram as well as my TikTok, you can go follow me on those. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really simple. Once you do that, you have all month to enter, and good luck. So without further ado, let's get into this palette. Okay guys, so I have my full face of makeup on, minus my highlighter, and now we're going to dive into this palette. So when I first saw this palette, I wasn't really, like, first impressions, I wasn't really impressed off the color selection that I saw. I just didn't feel like it was nothing to run out and buy, but I know this brand is very popular. People love his products. I am guilty of being one of those who also love his products as well. And the first thing that I do like is this packaging. Look at this packaging. Like, that packaging is so sick. Like, you get this, I mean, how it feels. It's hardcover. When you open it, this is what the product looks like. You get this huge mirror. And this is what the palette looks like. Now, honestly, the palette colors, I was like, that did not, like, when he said purple palette, I was just thinking of all these, like, crazy purple shades, which I understand it is very hard to create a purple shade, but that's what I had in mind. But this is what we have, so those are just some things that I thought I was gonna get when he did the review, but I mean when he did his big reveal. But yeah, I'm just gonna do what I can and try to come up with some bomb looks. I've never had a problem with his palette. His formula consistency has always been bomb. So yeah, let's get into it. The first shade I want to take is this dark shade right here. Okay, so I'm going to take this shade and I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner. Now that color is bomb. I mean, I've never had problems with, like I said previously, I've never had any type of issues as far as with the consistency of the shades. I've never had those problems. Okay, so now that I have that on, I know I look kind of crazy, but that's okay. I think I'm going to take the shade Sworn Enemy. This is what it looks like. That looks like that will be like a nice shade. Or maybe I'll take this Pink Magic shade and maybe I'll put that in the front. And then take this Sworn Enemy and put it towards, I don't know. I just feel like, I like the shades. Don't get me wrong. I like the shades, but I feel like it's kind of hard for me to create one simple eye look without having to dip into another palette for me. Okay, so now that I have that green shade down, I'm just going to go right ahead and cut my crease. I'll get another shade to blend that other, that crease shade out shortly. I don't know. I think this palette is really pretty, but the color scheme I just don't like. I don't prefer it. Okay, so the next thing I did was I already cut my crease. Let me bring you guys back in. Okay, so I already cut my crease and I'm going to go in with this matte book palette. And I'm going to take this yellow shade and I am just going to place that right on top of that green shade by just doing little packing motions just until I get that shade to show up how I want it to. Then I'm going back and forth with that first shade just to make sure I'm not losing any of the pigmentation. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna take this pink, this is like pink glittery shade, and it's called Pink Magic. And I'm gonna put this Pink Magic shade in the inner corner of my eye. It's this shade right here, and then right next to it, I'm going to go in with this Sworn Enemy shade. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I felt like it could have had more colors in it, but the pigmentation is still bomb. And I'm just placing that shade right in front. And these glitters do have fallout, so. And I'm just packing this shade in until I get the color payoff I'm looking for. And then I'm also using my finger. The color tends to pop a lot better if you use your finger. Okay, so right next to it, I'm going to put that Sworn Enemy shade, and I'm going to use the same exact brush. The color payoff is bomb. I have to say that this green is like super bomb. I love how it all comes together when you use your finger versus a brush. Because at least with my finger, I can literally go back and forth between the two shades. And the color payoff is like really nice. And then I'm going to go back in with my original brush just to kind of blend some of this out so we won't have any harsh lines. And I'm going to use that same green shade to deepen up that outer corner. And I'm just going in circular motions. And when I go back into that crease, I know this is probably weird, but when I go back into that crease, in order to not have that color like dispersed everywhere, I like to go in a downward angle just to keep it just in that designated area, but still be able to blend it out. That is so pretty. I really do like how this turned out. I can't wait till my full face is done. I really do like the palette. I still stand by what I said earlier as far as like, I wish it just didn't have the vibe that I thought it was going to have. Like, I really thought that we were going to have all these lavender shades, these dark purples and all this other stuff, but it is very difficult to even make that happen. So I understand why it didn't have a lot of like seriously big pops of like purple. When I thought it was going to be like a purple palette, I thought all the shades were going to be purple. I don't know why, but his brand, his vision. So, okay, queens, that's pretty much it. This is the finished look. I can honestly say that I do really wish it was a different color selection in the palette. I really felt like I did have to reach into other palettes to create this look. I would feel better if I felt like I could create one look with this palette. This just wouldn't be an everyday palette to me. It's still a nice palette. It's very diverse. It looks very different. Hands down, the packaging is bomb as fuck. But it's just not an everyday palette for me. Do I wish I would have saved my coin? I kind of do. Honestly, I do. I feel like it doesn't really give me the purple vibes that I hope for. If you guys know, if you've been subscribed to my channel, you've known that I've done so many different purple looks. Like, I'm obsessed with purple. Like, I really am. I really do love that color. This is like one of my favorites. I don't think it's a terrible palette. I don't think it's shitty. I just think that the quality is bomb. The packaging is bomb. The color layout, I don't really care for. Leave a comment down below on what you liked about the palette. Like, what do you like? Do you feel like the color selection is bomb and I'm just tripping? Or do you agree with me? Do you feel like, I thought it was going to be purples. I thought it was going to have like some dark purples, some all this other stuff. But let's keep in mind that purples are a very hard shade to create. Either way I go, congratulations, Jeffree, on the success. Love the palette, love the color pigmentation. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. Leave a comment below. You're entered. And I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye, guys.